little rough. Just did the yard and took a shower. It's humid. It's a wee bit humid out there. But designed some NPCs for my Stonehell and the Borderlands and Dwarf game. And I always make fun of the overly role players, failed actors. People who think summer theater should come to your table, get up and prance around. You don't need that much, bro. Maybe once in a while if you want to demonstrate something, but I've had people make me uncomfortable with the level of detail or wanting to touch other people to demonstrate. Yeah, no. Boundaries, bro. Anyway, I don't do funny voices all that often. I've tried, but anymore my voice is getting a little rough. Cracks more. But what I'll do is I'll delve into pop culture, and I do that for two reasons. It helps me just observe a personality, and then I don't have to do the voice, because once I've described someone as a celebrity or a musician or a figure from history, right? Or they look as, or they carry themselves as, insert your template. Players have already, their brain, their head, their noggin, that's the voice they hear it in. I've only had one DM that nailed it, and it was a Barrel Maze game, and that dude sounded like Sean Connery, like 110%. It was awesome. It was the best Sean Connery voice I've ever heard in my life, and I'm struggling to remember, because honestly I think it was the first Roll20 game I played in. I wish it had kept going, but I just template. So in my dwarf game, I've templated the dwarf merchant on Tyrion Lannister. Well, mainly the actor replacing, I forget his name. And there's not been much interaction. Those guys are very much not. They're just go. And then I introduced Four Stooges as some wily human merchants. And, no one's really followed up with it. But once you type out nyuk, everybody's got them voices in their heads. So you don't have to do much more than that. And right now I'm debating what to do for Guildmaster. I'm thinking about introducing the Guildmaster. And my regular run-of-the-mill NPCs, I don't template everybody. I can't do that. But I thought about putting my Stooges in there. I just like Stooges. I've patterned the jewel merchant on Stephen Hartwell from Smash Mouth. No one's caught on to it. I don't know who that is. Oops, sometimes it falls flat. I've played with groups of younger people. You say people like David Lee Roth or Roy Orbison. They had no clue what you're talking about. Who? What? But no one's got the Stephen Hartwell reference. I may not be the sharpest tool in the sedge, but I know a good deal when I see it. Yeah. And now as Guildmaster, I am torn. I'm really torn because I like using Emo Phillips for my absent-minded wizards sometimes. Well, And but maybe I'll insert George Carlin and Basil Rathbone. These guys here should know who Basil Rathbone is. I thought about doing that for the cast line, but I had a whole personality separate from any pop culture reference or movie reference already picked out. It can be too obscure for people. They just don't, You're the only one that gets the joke. And then you realize that you're getting old. You're like, oh, yeah. It happens. But yeah, it's a trick I picked up that if I do a reference, then and the players will read that character in that voice in their head, unconsciously. Yeah. Your mileage might vary. You might find out you like really fringe people and no one knows who you're talking about too. Like, oh no, I only listen to top 40. Cringe. But all right, thought I'd throw that out there as I was tinkering around with some images and I'll probably do Basil Rathbone because it's just easier to find an image of him in period outfits. Doubt I'm going to find Emo Phillips dressed up like a guild master or a well-to-do merchant of the 14th or 15th century, or George Carlin for that matter. Anyway, game well, game often. Talk to y'all later.